EA Sports. It's in the game.
That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the block, he made a move. He was headed to the end zone.
Tonight.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Throwing on first down. Jacobs. Short throw to Disley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jacobs. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. This one goes underneath to Walker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Off the play fake. Jacobs going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dorrance Armstrong. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Eagles take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 28-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aaron Donald able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 29 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. To throw on 2nd down. Jacobs. It's caught. Lockett. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. So we've reached halftime here, and it past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Over the middle to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. Buying time to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Jacobs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 20. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I know that they've double teamed. Not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jacobs. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aaron Donald. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To throw on second down, Jacobs. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jacobs able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, 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 we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. There he goes again. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hurts will throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Looking to throw on second down. Jacobs over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Jacobs will get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. To throw on second down, Jacobs. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Off play action, Jacobs. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would...
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose again. Devontae Smith.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing on first down, Jacobs.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jacobs.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were in.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now, Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Prescott to throw it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick-6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Left side, that's caught by Mid. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is fielded at the 7. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Flushed out right. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Gets around him, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing, Prescott. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh,
Prescott stripped. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. To the sideline and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in here by Chase. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So we've reached halftime here, and what is halftime over? No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Sheds off the tackle. He's still barreling through. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. A solid stiff arm. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yard.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Eagles just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
That's Gallup on the slant.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott going right back to Ferguson. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Prescott yet again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Dorrance Armstrong
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up a throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We have played 3 quarters. Steelers. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. It's DeVonta Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 49 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. And again, it's Prescott. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Past the 20, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Hurts. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Mike 17.
2nd down, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
21 yards. Well done on the return. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were in